I assumed.
Well, welcome to Tuesday Night Torg. I am JM, your GM, and I am with my Horsemen as normal. It is a little chilly where I am streaming from, hence the sweatshirt. So, when we last left off, we were at, the group had made their way to the town of Barakin in Russia, as they had escaped from Moscow and were heading toward the Tunguska crater. Along the way, they definitely kind of were part of this caravan that had been leaving town, that was being run by Rasputin's heir, and in a, well, I mean, possibly very clever plan. They stole some guards' uniforms and then snuck out. It was fantastic. They managed to put the truck in neutral and let it roll downhill and escape while no one was looking. Upon arriving in Barakan, they definitely saw the supply depot that the Russians had put in place to supply this caravan as it headed east. And meeting a young woman named Julia, who was a private in the army. They managed to get inside the supply depot, while Lady Salvo snuck into the motel in Barakan and saw the big sign that said "Welcome Army," and also discovered that there was a part of the motel that was shut down and was there were patients that were being taking care of patients who these monks were. They seem to be trying to placate people who are having very, very adverse reaction to something. Screaming in Russian, massive seizures, and inside the supply depot, they met, they met Julia, and she sent her, she was trying to explain what was going on, and Edith, dear Edith, the monster hunter, went out and went to visit to see where Julia's partner at this facility was, and he was, Dominic was thrashing back and forth on his bed, and when we left off, I definitely remember Dominic's head splitting open from the crown of his head to his chin, opening up with a set of teeth running down. And so that's what we're going to start at. Seeing as it is Lily who triggered this, Lily, just let me know, when to stop.
All right. Stop.
Okay, you want me to cut or just take the top?
Just the top card.
All right. You take it to them. Heroes will go first, and then villains. So, Lily, we're going to start with you, and then we'll go to the rest of the heroes as they hear what is going on.
Hopefully.
What do you do? It leaps off the bed, screeching at you, tongue kind of pulling free from this opened mouth that was its head and lolling almost to the floor.
I had my crossbow out, I think, because I was creeped out.
You did.
So,
and you were.
I'm going to shoot it.
Oh, well, here, the chat is asking about what approved actions are, and so I should let you know that I would like to know that. The approved action for this turn is maneuver and attack.
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Maneuver is not. I'm not terrible at it, but also sometimes my dice don't like me.
All right, go for it.
tonight, for instance, my dice don't really like me. Does a 10 hit?
Does a 10 hit? Bringing your crossbow up, it looks like you're not going to get there in time because whatever this thing is going to move quite fast. So you'd have to spend a card or something to get higher than a 10.
I will spend a possibility to reroll.
All right.
A 19.
So that will actually be a good success.
Great.
So, no, just a good one.
Oh, sorry.
No. All right. So you bring your crossbow up. You track it as it leaps towards you. You put a bolt in it. What is the base damage of your
13.
crossbow? 13. And you get a bonus die of damage. So go ahead and roll that.
Two. So 15.
All right.
Do you yell anything?
Cowabunga.
Really just incoherent screaming.
All right.
Surprise.
Well, speaking of surprise, you definitely shock this thing, but its body seems to kind of open up around the bolt as it passes through it and thuds into the wall.
Really don't care for that.
You definitely hear the sound of her crossbow going off and then screams from below.
I will point my guns at the other guard, the one we've been talking to.
Another spider?
What's going on down there?
I don't know. Dominic is down there.
Was it down or just in another part of the building?
No, because remember,
I thought it was just,
you
like,
went down
down.
the hall and, yeah,
She's actually down.
down a set of stairs.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
What is she doing to
start
Dominic?
moving that direction, and I will have Julia come with me because we're friends now.
Oh, you are friends now. Come on. All
I will
right, she
follow.
brings
You
up
do that.
she brings up her AK as the two of you head down in there. And as you come around the corner, you see a small set of stairs, and then it opens up to kind of a sleeping area. And you can see Edith's back is to you. The bright lights, or, the lights of the area that were turned on kind of flood everything into stark relief. And you can see this thing wearing a uniform that looks much like Julia's, but it's starting to get soaked with just like phlegm and spittle. And there's this thing which its head has split open, and it is stalking toward Edith.
That's not Dominic.
I'm
anymore.
gonna turn to Julia real quick and be like, "Is that your friend?"
Ah!
Cool. I'll take her cue and shoot it with my laser.
Shoot it with my laser.
Shoot it with my laser. And then move out of the way so the rest of the group can come down the stairs.
Julia is many things. A wonderful friend to Genevieve, a decent cook, a person who can keep an eye on an installation in the middle of Russia with not succumbing to the tedium. A good shot, she is not. And so, Edith, there are bullets coming down the hallway at you. None of them strike you, but you definitely get the feeling that someone is just spraying and praying. And unfortunately, you are between them and the person they're trying to shoot. Also, your approved
idea.
action, you got a transfer card.
Bit of a Pulp Fiction moment there.
A what card? I'm sorry.
Transfer.
Thank you.
I spend a possibility and an adrenaline to get it to. Oh shoot! I did the math. Hold on. 13 and 4 is 17, which is 4. So I get it to a 17.
A 17 is a good success, or a standard success. Could you get it to an 18? That would make it a good success.
No, I already spent a card and a possibility. I'm not going to spend more.
All right. So, what's your base damage?
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Edith, this bolt of light comes like just there's a flash next to your face. You've got a little bit of, you can feel like the line where the laser bolt or the laser kind of came past you. It strikes the creature, and again you kind of see like it starts to impact it, and its flesh and even the uniform kind of just ooze around it. Who's going next?
Oh, I get a card.
You do. You successfully hit something. Connection. You know someone in town.
I already have a connection.
Hero.
Thank you.
Not a problem. All right, who's going next? Tyrannic, Anton, or Lady Salvo?
I'll probably tell Peaches to guard our entry as we head down the stairs.
Peaches launches himself into the air and lands on one of the the stuffed office chairs, and then just kind of spins around to look menacingly at the door. What you don't know is I'm setting Peaches up to be the next villain after Loftus Knows.
Oh no.
All right, so Tyrannic, Peaches takes to the chair.
Yeah, so then I assume we run down and we're in the room. I will throw my boomerang at this monster.
All right, boomerang.
Edith, aren't you glad you're in the middle of this?
You know, usually I am in the middle, so it's not that unusual for me.
I'm at 13. Should I
A
say?
13 is a standard success. That's the DN of this creature.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, what's the base damage on your weapon?
10.
All right. You guys are hitting this creature, but you're not hitting it hard enough to, it seems like, to wound it. The boomerang, Edith, it's really gross. It kind of comes across the thing's neck, and it's just kind of like pudding, kind of moving back together.
Lady Salvo, do you want to watch our sixth? Because we all go down there.
There's the thing I want to do though.
So I can stay here and watch the six if you want to go down there and blow its head off, because that's what
I kind of want to do that. Yeah.
I just want to say, as the boomerang comes back, I am very grossed out as I catch it.
Yeah, you catch it, and there's just this wet slop noise. And as you look down, Tyrannic, it starts moving back towards Dominic.
You.
Step on it, step on it.
Fire usually works too.
All right, who's going next?
Okay. I would like to run down there.
All right.
And seeing the situation, I would like to activate my weird science music machine, plug it in my ear.
All right.
So I'm gonna take a multi-action penalty because I also want to shoot.
Go for it.
But this is one of those situations that I have been prepared for by my father, because there is a lot of stuff in this hallway, and I really don't want to hurt Edith. So I'm imagining all kinds of weird trigonometry.
You're going to try and
calculations, right? As I aim the guns up toward the corner of the hallway, and I'm going to try and shoot so that they ricochet off the corners then into the creature.
All right. Go for it. And then, Tyrannic, you got a drama card for successfully attacking.
Okay, that's a really good start. That's a 15 on the dice.
Yeah, can't complain about that.
It's favored, but I'm not going to roll again. I'll stick that 15. So that's a +2, which cancels out the multi-action. So that's a 22 total.
A 22 total is a still a good success. You were one off from an outstanding.
Damn it.
So you don't want to roll that favored second die?
Yeah, because you have to take it, whatever the second one is. So I'm not going to do that. I will spend a possibility.
All right, and you will get a drama, by the way.
Yes. So with the possibility. Oh, hey, that's a 10. Place.
For everyone else, put cards in play.
Oh yes.
Yeah. 29. So plus 9, 7. That's gonna make it the next level.
Yeah. So by the way, Ross, go ahead and roll your 2 bonus dice of damage. You will get a drama card, and Mr. Furious in the chat gets a possibility because he said you accidentally wandered into the set of Stranger Things season 4.
Ooh.
It's a documentary.
So the total damage is 25 AP2. Sorry, 26 because I double shotted.
Seize the initiative, Mark.
All right. So a 26 would normally be.
I'm putting hero into play.
And 6 shock. I'm going to try and make I'm going to spend one of its possibilities to attempt to soak this. Hey, you could play your Nemesis card on this.
Oh, thank you.
You don't want to do that?
Yeah.
A 12. A 12
the
is
chat,
not. Oh, I'm gonna have to spend.
the
my
chat pointed out that it was not trigonometry; it was trigonometry.
Ooh, I mean that's
worth another possibility right there for the chat.
Okay, that's definitely a possibility, right?
I think it was this. I think it's still Mr. Furious. I don't know. Can I give two possibilities out to the chat?
Oh, that was VB Greg.
Oh well, then VB Greg. There you go. All right. So
Since I hear lots of screaming and shooting and gnashing of teeth, I will run down the hallway. I tell Peaches, "Be good at birdie," and I run down there.
all right, it is still standing. I had to spend both of its possibilities, one to make the soak roll and one to actually get the number high enough. You see there is just a splatter on the bed and the wall next to you, Edith, and the thing definitely its jaw starts to open further down its chest, and it leaps towards you.
Okay,
Wait, no, it's on Anton's turn. Go for it, Anton.
Yeah, when I see these things starting to, which power should I use? Pyrokinesis.
You don't want to lick it?
Well, that's a 0. I'm gonna spend a possibility just because it wasn't a great roll. That's much better. 22 is 8. So that's 24 with my pyrokinesis. The target is its dex or dodge.
It's dex or dodge. Dodge is 13.
So good, outstanding success with a 24.
Yes. Sorry, chat made a really good point.
You sound intrigued, which doesn't sound good for
I
us.
am. The chat reminded me, I had mentioned it last week, that when you guys get to beta clearance, I get a pool of GM possibilities.
Rude.
Well done, chat. All right, Mark, how much damage did you do?
Let's see, 14 and 8 is 22 fire damage.
All right.
Creatures on fire.
Cleanse it with fire.
Works for the Inquisition. Different game.
That is true. That is a different game. All right, so Mark, Anton, you would think that your flames would be enough to deal with this, but again, the creature seems to slough them off as it makes a leap.
Like it's beta rated.
Mark, seize the initiative for you.
Or alpha rated. What's that?
Seize the initiative because you made a 6. Oh no, yours wasn't an. Your
Mine's an attack.
Okay, go for it.
Just a sec. I already have that. Can I have a different one?
Action.
Action!
All right.
You will probably put that into play. Yeah, I'll put that into play.
All right. So, Edith, this thing leaps at you, intent on grappling with you. What is your unarmed defense?
12.
16 is not good enough for an outstanding success. But it will. What's your toughness there? I've got
Also
it right
12.
here. Never mind. Edith. 2. It grabs you. It bites down deep into your shoulder, holding you there. But at this point, all it has done is 2 shock. It's grabbed you, but it's done 2 shock.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Chat suggests since we're in Core Earth, we should have started with a card in play already.
Only if you're outnumbered.
Oh, okay.
The law of underdog does not apply if you are...
So does the creature get a card?
To be fair, the creature is extremely creepy, and it might feel like we're outnumbered.
That's right.
The head split in 2, and it was just me, so...
In that case, you were outnumbered 2-1.
However, you guys do, next round, you do get a breakthrough. Heroes go first, and you have Flurry.
Yay!
Approved maneuver is Taunt. For those of you who are not aware, Flurry, all characters on the side with Flurry take their normal actions. Then everyone else gets a complete turn.
We go, it goes, we go again.
Yes.
You guys go first. Go for it.
All right. If nobody minds, I'd like to go first this round.
Please do.
If you insist, lady.
Okay.
Ladies first.
JM, you can tell me if I need to pay a possibility for this or not.
Go for it.
I'm going to grab a fire extinguisher off the wall.
There is one.
All right. I want to try and do a maneuver to get Edith out of the creature's grip. And
Okay.
the visual for it is I'm going to run and kind of shove the extinguisher in between the creature and her jacket, and
Okay.
then shoot it, and the explosion will knock her free.
All right. Let's give me a maneuver roll for that.
All right. I'm good at this.
What are the approved actions again? Sam?
For this round, Taunt.
Okay.
Nat 20 to start.
That's a good way to start, Lady Salvo.
22, which is
I'm having bad memories of Nat 20, Nat 20, Nat 20.
plus 8. That gives me a 23 maneuver.
23 to maneuver against this thing.
And I have a hero card I can play if I need higher than that.
Lady Salvo, player's choice. What do you want to have
beautiful.
happen?
Yeah, so as I described, I want to run up to Edith and just kind of find a way to push this fire extinguisher in between her jacket and the creature.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of look at her, I'm going to say, close your eyes. And I'm going to shoot it. And the explosion will kind of knock all of us back, but it will specifically get her out of the creature's grip.
Okay.
And because it's a player's call, I want this critter to get slammed up against the wall so hard it's dazed and loses a turn.
All right. Go for it. So this thing goes flying back. It hits the wall, and you sort of expect it to hit and slide down. You can see its back just kind of like splats, and it sticks there on the wall. Who's going next?
It's already dazed.
It is dazed. It is not
All
yet
right,
confused, but I'm sure that could...
I'm happy to taunt it and Well, am I happy to taunt it? I just don't know. Anyway,
Edith, you can taunt it, and you can do something else. This is Torg.
Well,
The possibilities are endless. Maybe not in chips. You only have 3, but the possibilities of gameplay are
possibilities. Well, yes, 4 because we had a glory card last time.
That is true. It was glorious.
It was glorious. Yes, I will taunt the creature and tell it I've been bitten harder by
Yes.
werewolf puppies.
Werewolf puppies. Okay. And then you're gonna make a shot.
Well, that was a taunt.
Well, so remember, if you do a multi-action,
Yes.
you say what actions you're taking, and you're
Right.
gonna roll once and apply it to both, or however many results you have.
Okay, then I will take the multi-action. Oh, hey, I have whirlwind. It says ignore 2 points of multi-target, but that's not multi.
That's if you're trying to shoot. Or that's if you're trying to target more than one person.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And then I will endeavor to shoot.
All right.
Again?
So roll once. We'll apply it to both.
I'd like you to know that this is a very ornery dice this evening.
Just throw it away.
An ornery dice.
So we are looking at a 15 on taunt.
A 15 on the taunt.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, but I -2, right?
-2, so 13. That's still.
13.
So do you want to make him vulnerable or stymied when this thing gets a turn again? Thanks to the player's call from Ross.
I think stymied.
Okay.
And then
Dang it, Ross did his stun thing on the turn that you guys have flurry. Here's the player's call, Ross.
and then a 19 on the shot.
All right, go ahead and roll 1 bonus die of damage.
I don't think that was a random occurrence.
+1, so 14.
All right. Your bolt strikes into the wall as this thing starts to. It seems to be not breaking apart, but kind of losing coherence. You can see the uniform is kind of just flowing into the skin. It's all taking on this, like, the green of the fatigues is moving into its, like I said, into its skin. Pockets are just sort of like melting down the body. Who's going next?
Can I go? I'll fire it again, see maybe if we can end it.
Oh, Lily, you got an idea card.
Idea? I don't think I've had that one before.
All right, Anton, what you got?
As they say in Temple of Vesti, burn, baby, burn.
Crossing
And as
the
they say in
streams.
Torg, let's spend a possibility.
Yeah, like Mark, you're crossing the streams, bud.
6, so 22. That's probably just a good success.
A 22
Right.
is a good success, yes. 23 would make it an outstanding.
Yeah. All right, I'll spend my action card that I had in play. So
All
now
right.
it's 25.
Outstanding success. Roll your bonus dice.
Just because we need to end this. Ooh, a 6. That's 7, 9, and 14. 21 fire.
21 fire. All right. Possibility. Let's get it to roll. 12 is a 0. That is not enough. All right, this thing finally catches fire, and it starts screaming as if it has far more mouths and throats than you can actually see, and it just sort of melts away into this black tarry smear on the wall. And Genevieve, you hear Private Augusta kind of steps back behind you and levels the AK. What is going on?
I don't know.
You just
What?
killed Dominic! She turned Dominic into that thing!
No, she didn't.
No.
Edith doesn't do those things.
How do you know?
Where's your... Because I spend time with her. And where's your control room? We'll watch the footage. I'm assuming there's surveillance cameras in here.
Not in this room.
Okay. But are there surveillance cameras elsewhere in this building?
Yes.
Let's go make sure there aren't any others, and we'll sort out what happened. Can you show me where the room is?
She turns around and heads back up the stairs, and then you hear her let out another blood-curdling scream. What is that?
Peaches.
Yes.
Oh, that's a friend. Real nice. His name's Peaches. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Big bird.
You can see. I mean, remember the radio and all of the surveillance stuff's kind of in this main area.
Oh, okay. Can we look and see if there's anyone else in the building, based on the screams? I know she said it was just her and Dominic, but.
So the screens are kind of rotating through here. You can see that there is there are several there's the supply depot area. There's the room that you're in. You can all see. You do, in her defense, from like the angle of this room, Peaches is terrifying. Like, it feels like he should be stroking a cat and saying, "Next time, Horsemen." It flashes to just like static, which you don't know where that would be at. And then it does there's one monitor, and the other ones are rotating around the outside. So you see your truck with the trickle charger. You can see the snow just coming down heavily, and you on one of the cameras outside, you see kind of a black, shadowy something pass in front of the camera, and then it goes staticky.
I'll say to the others, we might have company.
Yes, Private Julia, we're not alone anymore. Don't worry, what happened to Dominic will not besmirch your record with
Anton's still playing that this
Commanders.
is... Well done. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to study Dominic's room, and just, being a trained criminal investigator, I'm going to just kind of, does he have any weird statues in here, or
give me
is he taking any drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So Lady Salvo heads back down into the room.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to go make sure the door we came in is locked. Maybe barred. Double locked. Anyone have a spot welder?
All right, so you got a 10, Lady Salvo.
Yeah.
So as you're going through his stuff, the sleeping quarters smells awful. Just
I'm gonna throw a hero card on that, actually.
get it up to 13.
Yeah.
Oh no, possibility.
Right. Yeah. So. Wow. Whew. Okay, that takes it up considerably. It takes it to a blackjack 21.
Well, that is an outstanding success. So, Lady
Yay,
Salvo,
hero.
very quickly, you have his footlocker open, kind of spread out. You don't find, you find several packs of cigarettes with Cyrillic lettering on them. You find,
Red apple, no doubt.
gun cleaning kit. But what's you do see that his sort of his travel bag has yet to be unpacked, just kind of thrown back in there. And as you open it up, you can see that it looks as if, at least recently, because the map is still, when you kind of unfold it, you can still see where it was wet and kind of stuck together. To your outstanding evidence analysis eyes, this is kind of the topography that you were moving through, and it looks as if like the path that he plotted was out to kind of like the base of the mountains, not too far from here, some of the foothills, and it looks like he's marked some sort of abandoned mine that he traveled out to and back. And there's some Cyrillic letters underneath it. You're not really sure what that means.
I'll take it to Anton and show it to him. Hey V, could you ask your new friend about a mine out near the mountains Dominic might have visited?
And she's right there. You can ask her.
Yes, but she's your friend.
Do you know anything about a mine?
No, Dominic said that he was going to check it out. We saw small planes coming through here about 2 or 3 weeks ago. They landed out by the no, it's not really the mine, it's the there's a monastery, one of the small monasteries of the people who are in town that you said you saw. He wanted to go check it out. He said he thought it strange that there were monks who were being visited by plane.
I show Anton the map and point at the Cyrillic letters.
It says landing strip, mine reopened, first sick workers.
I translate. I should go check it out. You stay here.
Well, we have to go look at the motel first. We can't leave to go to the mine. That's how far away is the mine?
You're guessing about 4 miles on foot in the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah, that's gonna take some time to get to. We should go to the hospital part first.
Well,
First, I'm
there's
concerned about
something-
who's turning the cameras off.
As you mentioned that, Anton, as they cycle through, there are now 2 static.
I've seen this movie.
No, you haven't. You may think you have.
Reloading.
I think Tyrannic is unfazed, and he's going to try and find the kitchen and any meats that are lying around.
Any meats
All canned meats.
that are lying around.
1955.
All right. Tyrannic, you head towards the mess. What are the rest of you doing while he heads off?
Not watching, for sure.
I think I'll go make sure the doors are locked.
Yes, Julia, are there other doors besides this one we came through?
There are 2. There's the supply depot entrance, and then there is the, well, you know that the kind of, if things went bad, our way out.
Oh,
Was
we
that a
should,
hit?
we should probably lock her.
All right, so here's my question: who's going where to lock what?
How about if me and Tyrannic do one, and then V, Edith, and
Tyrannic has
Lily-
already left. He went to the mess.
I'll go get him. Tyrannic, let's here.
Oh, he's in the mess.
Like opening some canned, Soviet meat that's mystery and stuff. Yeah.
So those 2 are in the mess.
Okay.
I'll go to one of the doors, the supply door or the.
We shouldn't split up individually. We should at least go in 2 groups.
I
Two
will
scoop-
go with Salvo.
2 scoops of Storm Knights in every box.
That's right.
All right, Edith, come on.
V, are you
Okay.
coming with us?
Or V, you could go with me, and Tyrannic's with Peaches.
Edith and Lady Salva are going to the supply depot.
We can go take Juliet to the secret door. We can tell Tyrannic, hey, grab your canned meat and go watch this door. We're going to go lock the other doors. We all have little
I mean, I can also
Communication.
stay and keep an eye on the cameras and see what's popping up there, or I can go lock doors.
You can come lock doors with us because if I leave you here, you won't be here when we get back.
Okay, I guess Julia and I will go with Anton to lock some doors.
He has seen this movie.
All right, so
We tell Tyrannic, hey, we're gonna do this. Just we'll be back.
I guess I can come with you. I'll bring my cans with me.
all right, so Tyrannic, as you get there to the mess, you can see there are several rats running around.
Tasty.
Delicious. All right.
And then there's a bunch of meats that they're in sort of oblong, rectangular containers, and they've got like the little pull tab on top.
No, there's a key you got to take out. It takes you like 20 minutes to open it.
Yeah, I've got claws, so that's a 1 second deal. So I'll take a bite out of one of those cans.
You'll take a bite out of a can. All right.
Well, I guess I'll open it first. I'll be delicate, and then.
All right. So as you and Anton head down towards, so you're in the mess, and then you're heading to lock up the outside doors. Lady Salvo and Edith are going to lock the supply door, and then Julia and Genevieve are going to lock the escape route.
Well, remember I locked the door to we came in.
Yeah.
So we said two doors to go lock.
It's totally fine.
Yeah, I thought I was with Anton. I thought Anton, Julie, and I were going to do the secret door.
There was a lot of Anton taking a bunch of people with him. So who is actually with Anton and who is with Tyrannic? Anton, yes, you're with yourself.
Gotta be
I like how
precise
you raised
about
your
this.
hand.
Sometimes translation, I miss words.
Why don't we team up Julie and Peaches and send them off on their own?
The webcomic I've always wanted. Russian soldier and pterodactyl companion traveling through core Earth Russia in the midst of some sort of supernatural.
Together they fight
Somewhere.
crime.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so Tyrannic. All right, so you guys very very quickly do what you need to do and kind of come back, and you are back in the main area.
Was surprisingly uneventful.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, we split up and everything, and
And
it was
yeah,
fine.
nothing bad happened. Hey, Tyrannic, I do just hypothetically need a reality roll from you. Don't worry about it.
Oh no! Wait, really? You really
Yeah,
need to
like
reality?
100%.
Oh no! Because of the mystery meat? Oh man! Oh man, that's an 11.
Because of the mystery meat.
You might want to throw a possibility on that, Trina.
Yeah, should I throw a possibility on there?
He's not tyrannic anymore.
They are.
Oh man. Okay.
The can is likely more nutritious.
Man, let's see. What's that? 16.
Okay. Just gonna mark that down. All right. At this point, when you come back, all of the external cameras are gone. They're showing nothing but static, and every so often you can hear a thump, as if something hits the side of the building.
I should go
Does
check
the
that.
position of the thump change, or is it just targeting one spot?
Sometimes it seems like it's right outside this room. Sometimes it sounds like it's echoing from somewhere else in the facility. What do we
Julia,
do?
What else is in this facility? So there were quarters downstairs. Our friend found the mess, and what else is in here?
A small exercise room. Again, supplies for the army when they come through. The army. They will be here shortly. We just have to hold out a couple of days. But whatever this is, and then the army will roll through. And they will save us.
Edith, were you wounded in the fight?
I took shock, but I'm okay.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Julia.
I think we should sweep this place, room by room.
Anton hands you a broom.
Not like that.
You said you want to sweep.
It's like look inside and make sure there's nothing there.
Oh. Translation.
All right. You think there are more of them in here? It was just Dominic.
Oh. Mark the group. I'm keeping my eye on her.
What happened with the cameras? Did they go off by themselves?
I don't know. I was with Genevieve.
I think we're being stalked. Like deer in the woods.
Or herded.
What these things don't know is that we're the most dangerous game.
Yikes.
Ross, have a possibility point. That was the most Nile Empire thing you could have said in that moment.
Julia, I mean, we're welcome to sweep, but I want Julia to continue to tell us about these reports she's been sending out and what's been happening, because she mentioned them, but then we didn't hear anything about them because, dude's face split open.
I've been sending reports back to high command. There's something not right with the monks.
You didn't go visit the mine, did you?
No, someone
You haven't
had
been
to
sick?
stay here.
You haven't been sick lately.
I mean, I was very sick. I caught the Berylkin flu. It is I was bedridden for a week,
How long ago?
2 or 3 months.
How long had Dominic not been sleeping well?
About just a couple of days, maybe a week.
And he went to the mine a week ago?
About that, I honestly listen. I don't know what you've heard about army life, but manning a remote supply depot is not the most stimulating of posts. All of the days seem to blend together here. Except for this one. This one will haunt me until my dying day.
Well, Dominic's all blended together now.
Alright. Where are you heading to first, Lady Salvo, on your sweep? And is everyone kind of traveling in a tightly packed, like shuffle, 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 shuffle down the hallway?
It's very
Well, let's
little.
see. What's on the plan? Is it all on one floor?
No. So on this floor you have kind of CNC in the mess. And then the kind of the, I don't want to say airlock, but kind of the hatchway into this, concrete bunker. If you go the other way and head down some stairs, you get to the living quarters that definitely has the stench of Dominic kind of burnt across it. And then there is the out of the living quarters, you have kind of their little rec room, and then a hallway that eventually connects up with the larger part of the supply depot, and it also connects from the mess.
Yeah, let's clear that first. And I want to make a note that I'm periodically looking up.
Okay. I will noted. All right. So which way first? The mess or back to the living quarters?
Well, Tyrannic, you were just in the mess. Was there anything there? Or?
Nope, just some tasty rats. So, I'm happy to go back there though.
I'm going to pause and say, you mean rations, right? Rats like as in rations?
Sure.
Rations available. Tyrannic No, I don't know.
Slurp
Yeah.
them up.
So you said that there's a hallway that goes from the mess to another location near the living quarters. So we'll clear that and then go to the rec room, I guess, and then clear the living quarters, and then basically everything on this floor before we go upstairs.
Okay, so as you head back to the mess, it is a small kind of cozy little place, small kitchen table. It looks like maybe it could seat a dozen people comfortably, but obviously there's just like the one end of the table that seems very well used. I need everyone just to give me a find roll real quick.
JM, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you do realize we can clear rooms, but if we don't leave someone in to watch the room, we have to clear them as we come back through.
What did everyone get?
JM, if this is sound based, I think I should take a penalty because I have my my earpiece in.
All right, I will give you a you'll take a -4 from your earpiece.
Okay.
Ross is one of those players that you just love to have because it's not always like he comes up with some really clever stuff, but then he also like realistically penalizes himself, and I just get to sit back and tell the story.
I bet you his roll is. Oh wait, no.
5.
I got an 8.
What am I rolling? Just a d20?
Find or mind.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I can do math. 12.
12. Did anyone get higher than a 12? So Edith.
Monster Hunter will save us.
Or get eaten.
Lily, I'm so sorry. Edith, you're the one who hears there's this weird noise. It sounds like, you know when you have a wood burning stove and it's got the the metal chimney that rises up to the roof, and when it rains you can kind of hear the rain kind of echo down the chimney. That sound, that kind of plopping noise, is coming from the stove's exhaust vent.
Right.
And as you watch, like the little grate kind of pops off, and about a dozen large rats hit the stove, kind of come over the edge of the stove, and as they scurry towards the group, they start merging into one thing.
Oh. I was going to let Tyrannic eat them, but not anymore.
What
Well,
do you guys do?
go ahead. Go ahead, Tyrannic. Well, you see it, Lily, so it's up to you.
I think I have a giant killer bolt. And I think I would like to use it.
All right, give me the roll. See if it stops it.
I'm betting you need a silver bolt because it's a vampire. It's a vampire!
Do you have any indigestion, Tyrannic?
20. That's a good success.
Okay, great.
So roll the D.
Well, I'm rolling a different d6 than the one I was rolling before because that one has
fair.
let
The
me down.
last one was
Total of 18.
total of 18.
Plus giant killer.
I love the Monster Hunter.
Plus 5 damage against large or greater creatures.
It is a large mass of rat fur that is just kind of moving towards you. So
23.
What's 23? All right, so Lily, Edith, you hit this thing with the giant killer bolt. All of you who apparently were in your own little worlds. Edith turns around, levels her Monster Hunter crossbow, and pulls this giant killer bolt into this thing that comes around the side of the cabinets that looks to be a large furry mound with lots of mouths and legs, and it explodes and splatters.
Everybody.
And
Face full of goo.
as you watch, they slowly start dripping down faster than they should, and the little globules are recombining.
Burn it, Anton.
Burn!
All right, we're gonna go into drama real quick.
So I take it the cards we had in play are not in play anymore?
That is correct. Come on, why?
Okay.
You guys are getting good draws tonight. You try to outflank. It is a hero, and the villains are fatigued. My guys don't have shock. All right, so Anton, go ahead and burn it.
Actions.
What's the action?
Oh, thank
the
you.
approved actions?
Maneuver and trick.
I just burn it. Why am I roll so?
Dice jail, supermax dice jail.
Well, they're not horrible. They're rolling like, okay, 0 + 1. It's like, come on. 6. 22 against their dodge or
That
Dex.
is a good success mark.
just good, not outstanding.
Just good.
They take 16 points of fire damage.
All right. Guys, as you watch, the little chunks crisp and bubble, but the larger pieces are flowing back together, and you all start to hear that same sort of sound of the metal being struck. And Julie's like, "They're in the walls! They're in the walls!"
Opponent fails is what I put in play.
You're putting opponent fails in play.
Yes.
Yes.
I foresee the future that I need to play that.
Who's going next?
I'll go next.
What are you doing, Lady Salvo?
I want to maneuver it.
Okay.
Let's see here.
You have anything that you could reasonably find in a Soviet kitchen?
Yeah. Oh, good roll. All right. That's
Lots
a
of salt and spices.
24.
Oh, you maneuver it good.
Sorry, 21. Blackjack. Sorry.
Oh,
my bad.
a 21 is a good maneuver roll. So what are you wanting to do?
I will spend a possibility on that.
All right.
I want the player's call. So,
All right.
oh, there we go. It's 18. Push that up. Yeah, that's gonna get it.
All right. So you've got this large mass of goop that was blown apart and is slowly coming back together. What does your maneuver even look like?
26 is the total. Jeremy.
That'll be a player's call, but I need a really good how
Yeah.
are you maneuvering these
All right.
creatures or these parts?
I try to step out in front of him and get its attention, and the whole mass starts to orient itself on me as I take a step to the left and then to the right, and then kind of do a bounding roll that ends up with the whole thing flowing after me, not unlike a big, terrifying pseudopod. And I roll up on top of the oven and then do a somersault off of the oven just as the whole thing slams on top of it and is now sort of enveloping the oven.
Okay.
Where all the gas is, because it's a gas-powered oven.
All right.
And I will jump off it and shout out to Maddie, or sorry, to V, light it up with the laser, the gas lines.
Who's going next?
Question.
Answer.
Is that gonna blow us all up if there's gas lines running through the entire building? Okay. I guess I'll do what I was told and
I like-
shoot it.
Go for it.
Maybe it just turns into a flamethrower and engulfs them.
Well, that's a 8.
Do you want to spend
did
anything
not
on
roll
that?
Sure, I'll spend impossibility.
All right.
That's a 10. Oh, 8 and 6 is 14, plus 10 is 24, so that gets me to an 8. So that gets to 18.
18. All right. Give me 1 second to just ponder my brain through this. All right, so
Now, yell duck.
Duck. All right. So, the oven explodes, sending charred chunks of this thing throughout. You also, yes, Greg, yes. You also see chunks of this go flying in a magnificent, just pyrotechnic display. I need, so what is everyone's, I've got everyone's dodge because I'm well prepared for maybe not this eventuality, but some eventualities.
Burning rat coming at you.
Somewhere Michael Bay is like, yeah!
Meanwhile,
Slow
at the
motion
fire
rat.
department of Barakin. All right, so Lady Salvo, Anton, and Genevieve, and all right, so everyone is hit by this blast. For Lady Salvo, it is just a regular hit. For Anton, Edith, and Peaches, it is a good success. And unfortunately for V and Tyrannic, it is an outstanding success. So let's go with Lady Salvo. Her toughness is that. So Lady Salvo, you will take 1 wound and 2 shock from the gas going up.
Lucky break. I take 0 damage.
Edith. So 4.
Actually, can I play lucky break for the whole thing? It's a single attack, so.
No, I don't think I'll let you play it for the whole thing.
All right,
I like
we
it.
can try.
Edith, a wound and 2 shock.
1 wound and 2 shock, you say?
You're allowed to spend possibility to get a you know what, a soak roll. Anton, I just rolled 2 infinities with you, buddy. 10, 12 by 4, 16. So 3 wounds and 6 shock.
Soak, Anton, soak.
Soak it. V. 7. A wound and 2 shock. And Tyrannic.
It's my last possibility.
Uh, 4 wounds and 8 shock. In the cinematic movie display that we see, V levels her gun and fires, and we follow the laser in slow motion as it hits the gas. It erupts. It travels up the vent, frying another 4 of these creatures, and there's this big plume of flame that shoots into the sky. And then the line travels, and it travels as we're watching it go through the wall to the big propane tank outside that then just explodes. Everyone, your ears are like you. There's a ringing. The whole place. There are chunks falling from the ceiling, dust falling and settling. Where is everyone at wound wise?
Well,
I was gonna say, Tyrannic, do you know how to soak?
Hey,
I
Tyrannic,
do not.
let me
Do
explain
not
how
count.
soaking rules for you. The soaking rules are: if you take wounds, you may spend a possibility and make a reality roll. The reality roll's DN is 10. If you get a 10, you reduce the wounds by 1 and all of the shock disappears. If you get a 15, you reduce the wounds by 2 and, all the shock disappears. If you hit a 20, you come out unscathed as reality sort of you replace my reality and replace it with one of your own where you come out just looking burnished as opposed to burnt-ish.
Okay. Well, I think I should probably do that then. So I have
JM, what
four wounds.
4 wounds and 8 shock.
All right, Anton, what are you at?
I don't suppose since this is attack on me, I can make an opponent fails and play that card. That's the only one I have in play.
No, because this isn't an opponent roll.
Okay. I can change it to V fails. No, I got a 19 on my reality.
All right, so you
So
reduce
cool.
it by 2 wounds and all shock. Lily. And Lady Salvo just sort of matrix dodges in just spectacular grace away from this. Lily, what did you get?
I did not try to soak.
You're just going to take the 1 wound?
Yep.
Just kind of...
I do feel a lot of guilt though. Like, oops.
But not enough.
V, what'd you get?
I got a 6 on my silk roll, so whatever you told me is all that I take.
I believe it was just 1 wound and 2 shock.
I think Tyrannic and myself took a load.
Tyrannic.
I got a 16.
Okay, so that will drop it from 4 wounds and 8 shock to 2 wounds. All right, Tyrannic, here's how wounds work. You've got 2 wounds, so until you're healed, first aid checks or long-term healing, you take a -2 to the final total of anything that you do. As they sort of slow you down. Unless you're Edith, she still takes the -1 penalty, but she just looks like tough. All
But
right.
you're a healer, Tyrannic.
Yeah.
Flames everywhere. Julia hit the wall and she's flumped unconscious.
So the rats are dead.
Yeah, the rats are dead.
I just need to know if we need to power up another attack.
Yeah. Not only are
Can
those
I-
rats dead, but the other 4 large groupings of rats that I had planned were,
In the pipe.
yeah, incinerated. Yeah.
Immolated.
Yeah.
Shot out of a cannon.
This is what success feels like right here.
That's
This,
right.
all that pain
Yeah.
and anger.
Hey. Salvo didn't start the fire. It was definitely V.
Last week we had glory. What could help the village but fresh fried rat that rains upon the village?
So, the building is on fire, and I am definitely going to be. You guys are 100% right. That's exactly where I was going. We're going to go into a dramatic task resolution to escape the burning supply depot. So, Tyrannic.
So this would be the dramatic skill resolution,
Yeah,
right?
welcome to dramatic skill resolution. So in this, you are trying to get out of the burning building before it sort of... In this, we will be using the drama cards. We're going to be using the dramatic lines. And on the drama cards, they will say on the side which steps you guys can take to get out. Your goal is to move from A to B to C to D. Getting out would obviously be the final step here. You're working together as a team to kind of get out of this burning building. So
I like to play my Cosm card. There's always hope.
Okay.
All tests related to a dramatic skill resolution are favored for the rest of the scene. You gave it to me. You can always get rid of that card, I guess.
Well, no, I wouldn't. This is This is just the way
Torg!
it is. So,
Play cards.
So, Cosm card. So let's read this again. What was it called? There's always hope.
There's always hope.
All tests related to a dramatic skill resolution are favored for the rest of the scene. Huh.
So that means all of our checks should be favored, right?
All of your checks should be favored, and your first check is, how do you get out of this room? There's burning rubble, there's smoke, the doors, they're hard to find. They're definitely like the
These
keys-
telekinesis to just push it out of the side and make a path to the hallway we came in.
All right, so the first one is they're on the run. Approved action is intimidate, and you can complete A, B, C, or D. So this will let you move from A to B. So go for it.
So do I intimidate the rubble? We have no foe to intimidate, right?
You have no foe to intimidate, so
Okay. Do I make a telekinesis check?
so you're going to try and use telekinesis to kind of push the rubble out of the way.
Push the rubble out of the way, the burning rubble, so...
All right, go for it, Mark.
And I'm at -1 for a wound. I don't roll a 1, but I don't succeed.
Favor.
Well, wait, let me see. 4. Let me do the math and see here. No, even rolling a 4 at -6 gives me a 10. Target number is 8. So I succeed in pushing some. It's not outstanding or anything like I should, but you know.
Mark, you're favored.
You are favored, Mark.
Oh, hey, thanks. I played the card, forgot immediately. Hey, 13. So 17. I have a good +2 to effective strength, so that raises to a 13. And the range is 50 meters, so I can do up to 50 meters out.
All right, and what was
Pushing
your,
stuff.
All right, so you guys see as Anton starts pushing the rubble, the remainder of the charred bodies, the table that's been destroyed. There's just a ton of vodka that has been broken and is burning in little blue flames everywhere. So Anton, are you trying to clear the path towards the supply depot or back towards the way you came in?
Towards the supply depot, because the back we came is probably on fire.
All right. So, do you guys all follow Anton? What's the plan?
Yeah, Lady Sava will pause for a moment and say, "Good news. I think all the creatures are dead. Bad news. I think I may have destroyed the fire extinguisher."
So, there's no fire extinguisher as far as the eye can see, Lady Salvo. All right.
The one working fire extinguisher.
All right.
I want to grab Julia and sling her over my shoulder and carry her out.
All right, tossing Julia over your shoulder, you guys head down into the hallway that leads back to the supply area. Now, Lady Salvo, you know that this is the way because you and Edith kind of came down this way. As you are coming down the stairs, you can see that the hallway, all of the lights are out, and you can definitely hear this kind of squelching noise coming up ahead. And through the emergency lights, you can see that there is something that is kind of oozing through the ceiling and attempting to pull back chunks of the ceiling as if to gain access to this hallway. The next step is they strike. Maneuver is the approved action, and step B or C can be completed.
So say that we're in a hallway and they're coming in from the ceiling.
There's something coming in from the ceiling. So how are you going to get past this sort of pseudopod that is reaching down, kind of pulling chunks out of the concrete, falling debris?
I think I have I'm going to use a miracle. I'm also going to play my Cosm card, Go for Broke, which ignores up to 4 penalties.
Okay.
And my miracle is Repel. So I would shoot it back, basically.
Shoot, get back. You go somewhere else. You go away.
All right, let's see here. Repel. Sometimes a holy champion simply needs to clear a path. Repel summons an invisible force radiating out from the caster in a circle that pushes away all hostile characters and creatures. Allies aren't affected. Has a strength equal to your invoker's faith and affects enemies of equal strength or lower. They are pushed back 5 meters and stymied. All right, what is your base? What is your base faith?
12.
All right, so you're going to need to get at least a good success on this in order to affect it, because a good success gives you an effective strength of faith +2. So go for it.
Okay.
I put in a hero card last time, so you're welcome to use that.
You put in a hero card? Oh, okay.
In these scenes, we can play any cards we have. We can throw them out there because we don't have. This isn't combat.
Oh, okay.
I also have willpower.
So wait, with the hero card, do I just roll again? Is that what you're saying?
It gives you it
Hero
counts as a
card acts as a
possibility.
possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you get
then I
another
roll
d20
again.
and add it to the first roll.
Oh wow, so that shoots it up. That's 28 total.
That is a outstanding success. And it so what does it look like when you invoke this repel? What does that look like for Tyrannic?
I think I've got my arms outstretched, and I could just see, it's a wind, but it's not windy, and so just the whatever. I think it's like the black ooze, right? Just gets shot away outwards.
All right.
Path is clear. Let's go.
All right. So you guys start heading down the hallway to what is sort of this supply depot. It's got blankets and cold weather clothing. There are a ton of crates. Some are filled with ammunition, some with MREs, other things that you would need, field medic kits, that sort of thing. I have you now. A complication. Complication makes the job more challenging. Perhaps a tool breaks, the ride gets bumpy, or the Storm Knight loses his grip on whatever delicate... So, if you fail at this... this test, all future
Bring
tests...
it back one?
No, all future tests are at -1 to the total. All right, so you get there, and you can see that there is fire raging on the other side of the security doors. The security doors have locked down, and you can see the fire is racing toward what is clearly marked as a crate of grenades, Anton. So if you don't, this won't actually advance a step, but if you don't get past this thing before the fire reaches the grenades, it will make the next part far more difficult. So who's
Jam,
going?
I have a question.
Sure.
So, my Cosmo. So, is this a drama card?
This is a drama card, yes.
And did the one before it have the next step that we need?
It did. It was it had a B and a C on it.
You want to seize the initiative and keep it the same?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So I believe that's for combat. So we're not using this for initiative. We're using this as the dramatic task resolution. Chat, do you have any clearer insight on that for me?
Yeah, it says keep the current drama card. Are those considered drama cards?
They are considered drama cards, but we're not
Yeah,
really in rounds.
Yep.
If
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yep.
Ross, do you have any insight there?
I think you can use seize the initiative in dramatic.
All right, then we'll run with it.
At least get delayed one round.
Greg can say with authority, but yeah.
We've got the chat on it. Trannic, don't eat the grenades. Well, I mean, that's hysterical, but not super helpful.
So
I'm going to use telekinesis and just pick up the grenades so they don't catch on fire and move them.
We're gonna.
Greg, the question is, can you use seize the initiative during a dramatic task to keep the same card?
Oh, so we missed the question. All right, we're gonna say that we can use it for now. If I get told otherwise later, we will adjust going forward. All right, so Maddie, what are you going to do to get into this room and prevent the grenades from exploding, and maybe clear the way to getting the group out of here?
So fire is racing towards the grenades.
Mm-hmm. All right, the official ruling is yes. So, what are you doing, Maddie?
I don't know.
Does it have to be V?
I don't want one person making all the rolls, so we're gonna try and get everybody.
Yeah.
It could be V.
I've got a martyr card.
Or it could
And
be
there's other cards.
Lady Salvo.
I've got a martyr card. I could just.
Edith, do you have a special bolt that would like put the fire out, like a fire extinguisher bolt?
Wouldn't that be great?
What about a boxing glove arrow?
I don't. What would the boxing glove do? Just hypothetically speaking.
It's a old school comic book joke. Sorry.
Okay, great.
I would say try and push the box of grenades out of the way, but I don't think I'm strong enough to do that.
Give me a maneuver roll.
And these are favored?
These are favored, thanks to Mark.
Um, 13.
A 13 is, you guys see V kind of gets behind him, and they're on, the thing moves a little bit easier than you were expecting, V. They're it's on rollers, and you're able to kind of push it across. There's just the fact that the fire is now raging in this room. You can't get to the other side. You can't, the only way out is through the big warehouse doors, which you can see that the flames have blown a large chunk of the ceiling that kind of has fallen down, blocking a large part of the garage, kind of the roller gate doors. There's flames, there's fire, there's kind of the same thing, rubble between you, and you can see...
Are these the doors that have like a chain that you pull and it rolls them up?
It would, except the chain is broken. And you can definitely see there are things starting to move in the shadows as they kind of pour in through the hole in the ceiling.
Throw grenades at them.
Last card.
Can you use a grenade to blow up the rubble?
They hesitate.
Wait, hang on. How many steps have we done right now?
You've just gotten through C.
Okay.
The new card.
And the card that we were on did not have D.
The card that you were on did not have D. It only had B and C.
Okay.
But they hesitate. Has A and D on it. So what do you do to get out of this burning Russian supply depot? Edith, you said something about grenades.
Yeah, I am wondering. So, I don't want to throw rubble on us. But if we can blow up the doors, at least we have a route to escape through. So, can we take cover from both the fire and any potential shrapnel?
Give me.
We still have our faith bubble.
You can take a multi-action here. One to ignite the grenades and one to get everyone behind cover. We'll call it a maneuver for the second roll.
Okay.
Or for the multi-action.
Okay, and
All
so
right.
the first one is unarmed combat. What are we looking at here?
I think we established last week that survival was used for throwing.
Okay. And what am I rolling for survival?
All right, so missile weapons would be for throwing knives or axes. So we'll use missile weapons. Sorry, we were thinking of survival as in Fading Suns. Now who's crossing the streams?
Bigger.
Jam. All right,
It
so
was
it's
bigger.
missile weapons and maneuver. So give me the one roll.
Weapons,
It is favorable.
maneuver use. And it's
Um,
favored.
It is favored. Maneuver uses dexterity.
Well, maneuver I have.
Missile weapons also uses dexterity.
I don't like either of my dice.
Cards and possibilities are your only options out of here.
Yeah, I'll play a hero card as a possibility.
Okay.
So missile weapons, 18,
Okay.
and maneuver is a 16.
Is a 16? Well, in the words of Mr. Furious, you exploded your way into this mess, and you will explode your way out of it. Edith, what do you shout to get people into cover?
Yeah, pretty much just take cover.
All right.
Take
Get
Look.
down. Get funky.
No,
You
nope, not
shove-
going there.
You get the grenades over by the door, and as you all duck down behind this large stack of heavy equipment and supplies, you kind of just
And
see
Julia.
Edith like. And there's another magnificent explosion. Your ears have not quite recovered from the first one, and so as the smoke and haze clears, and as you stumble out of the supply depot, PFC Augusta
Supply
over your
depot.
shoulder, coughing. You can see it's very easy to see because there's a lot of fire everywhere. It is the middle of the night in the town, and you can see that you are kind of in the back area where the trucks would pull around to kind of get supplies. Your truck is still out front. And you can see from the firelight that the side door, kind of across the way, past the fence, that looks like it's been gnawed on in places. You can see where the chain link is curling back. You can see the lights on the wing that were out. The wing that Lady Salvo kind of went in. The lights are on. As you watch Edith, as you guys kind of all stumble out into the smoke, the door opens up, and you can see someone in heavy black robes standing backlit by the lights from inside the motel. And that's when you hear the howls of something, but whatever it isn't natural, and it's coming from the snow-shrouded darkness beyond the chain link fence. And that's where we'll pause for tonight. I will be honest, Ross. I did not expect you to blow up the supply depot. In all of my prep notes, none of them were like, well, what if somebody blows up the supply depot? But when we come back, we are on Tuesday. We will be doing a one-shot in a Roche that will shed some light onto what is going on with the Horsemen's story right now. I hope you guys had fun. It sounds like chat was just on fire, much like most of my Torg players tonight, and the supply depot. So thank you for that. Thank you guys for sending advice to my players. Thank you for sending advice to me. Thank you for answering questions when they come up. You guys are spectacular and fantastic, and I think I speak for all of us when we say we really adore having you guys just engaging with us during the evening. As always, check out all of the great shows that are on the Ulysses International channel. I am partial to the Fading Sun show that I run on Thursday with the crew of the Oh Boy. We're back to the... Well, we're not. This Thursday, we have a very special one-shot being run by Becca, who normally plays Jexa on our Fading Sun show. It is a shame because I can't wait to find out what the fallout of Calypso shaming that young nobleman away from Jexa. I'm sure that Becca is preparing words. Check out all the other great shows. The Ulysses World Show, we talk about it. They show off all of the great games that Ulysses has and that are coming down the pipeline. There are shows about Myth, the Dawn of Heroes, the board game, Myth, Tales of Legend, the role-playing game, as you probably already know, that Ross and I are working on. And yeah, until next time, thank you all for watching, guys. Thank you all for playing. And honestly, thank you for keeping me on my toes. I do not, there is never a boring night on this side of the screen for me in Torg. So I want to just thank you all for that. And so until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming, and we'll see you in a week.